Silver Assassin here, and what a difference a month makes. The T-virus has put most of the world on lockdown, but don't worry, I'll keep you up to date with new coin releases and announcements from March. We start off as usual with some animal related coins. Dutch-based Numiscollect has released a new series called Famous Fables, the first release being the Golden Goose. The coin depicts the story of greed, and if you get too greedy you lose. The tale has given rise to the expression killing the goose that lays the golden eggs, which could be applied to this virus, as the virus was covered up for 2 months so not to disturb the world economy, ironically to trash the world economy. The coin captures the farmer's emotions. You can see both excitement and greed in his eyes. I've decided to put all the info you need to know of the coin, such as mintage and finishing, beneath the title. Numiscollect again, and another new series called Proverbs, the first release being when the cat's away the mice will play. The coin uses the cat and mice analogy, with the mice having a party while the cat is away. Royal Mint has released the fifth and final Peter Rabbit coin. This 50p coin series has single-handedly saved coin collecting in the UK, with many people starting their journey into the world of coin collecting with one of the various Peter Rabbit coins released since 2016. This in my opinion is the best of the 5 coins showing the mischievous side of Peter Rabbit. Next, art related coins. Singaporean-based Precious Metal Collectors has released another of its 11.5 ounce silver copper combo coins, Van Gogh's self-portrait. This is one of his most famous paintings, capturing his gaunt looking face. Remember, while he was alive he struggled with mental illness and remained poor and virtually unknown throughout his life. One of the world's greatest artists, Vincent van Gogh, was a post-impressionist painter who completed more than 2,100 works, consisting of oil paintings, watercolours, drawings and sketches. French-based Art Mint has released the 6th entry into its Mandala series, the Persians. The meaning of the word mandala comes from Sanskrit meaning circle. The motif has been used in many civilizations, religions and philosophies for millennia. The Persian mandala was usually depicted as many rays projecting out from the centre. The centre represents God, with the rays meant to symbolise all the creatures of the universe. A tighter pattern closer to the middle are those creatures close to God. The mandala was used widely in the latter Safavid period in Persian history. The ceiling of the Sheikh Lotfullah Mosque in Isfahan is a perfect example. Next, culture related coins. The Royal Mint launched a series of James Bond coins in anticipation of the new Bond film No Time to Die, which was meant to be released in April but will now be released in November. I've created a comprehensive video about these coins, so please check out that video instead. I've included a link in the description and end cards. 3 Star Wars products from the New Zealand Mint. First, an affordable Star Wars bullion product featuring the mysterious bounty hunter Boba Fett. A high mintage of 100,000, so you should be able to grab one of these. The second Star Wars helmet series features the Stormtrooper helmet. Like the Darth Vader helmet coin, this is fully dimensional, has both ultra high levels of relief and a shape that follows the subject's helmet. The second Guards of the Empire release features the Clone Troopers this time. Just when you think the New Zealand Mint has run out of ideas for Star Wars silver products, they come back with something different. I like the concept of the antique effect bar with an army of soldiers, but one prominent soldier in the foreground in colour. Staying with the New Zealand Mint, and they're spreading the same magic from the Star Wars series into the Harry Potter series. This coin is part of the classic series and depicts the Hogwarts Express at platform 9 3/4 at King's Cross Station. And the final release from New Zealand Mint today is the second 2020 bullion release, Mickey and Pluto. If you like Disney bullion coins, grab this as soon as possible, as this coin has a low mintage of 15,000. If you're like me and you grew up in the 80s, you'll be interested to know that Back to the Future is 35 years old. Released in 1985, the Robert Zemeckis time travel comedy was a huge critical and commercial success, spawning 2 sequels. The coin shows the iconic DeLorean heading back in time, but it's the packaging that stands out with this coin. It's a replica of the power system that Doc picked up in the future, Mr. Fusion. The lid lifts up to reveal the coin in the holder. A low mintage of 2020, so grab it while you can. Next, history related coins. The Germania Mint launches the second release in the warrior series, Ariowit. Ariowit was a legendary German warrior and leader whose conquest stretched from the former Gaul to the far reaches of the Indian peninsula. He made peace with Julius Caesar by giving away his sister. The face of Ariowit looks almost alive with his piercing eyes. The Perth Mint marks Captain Cook's 250th anniversary of his visit to Australia with 2 silver coins. The first coin is a fancy 2-ounce coin that shows the story of the voyage round the rim with a gilded ship's wheel in the centre. His famous ship, the Endeavour, features at the top of the coin. The obverse has a queen's head in a very subtle and unobtrusive way, something of a mint should pay attention to. The next Captain Cook coin is a simpler proof coin featuring a very prominent engraving of the Endeavour ship. It's framed with images of Australian flora and navigational equipment. The Royal Mint has launched the second series of the Tower of London. The Tower of London is one of the nation's oldest historic sites, drawing millions of visitors each year to experience its unique atmosphere and learn about its incredible history. The 2020 series starts with the White Tower. The other 3 coins will be launched throughout the year. Finally, mythology related coins. The second release in the Spooky Story series is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which tells the story of a headless war soldier terrorizing poor Ichabod Crane in the New York State county town of Sleepy Hollow. Written by Washington Irving, this classic spooky story was first published 200 years ago in 1820. The coin features black rhodium plating, which adds to the spooky vibe of this coin. Precious metal collectors again, and they finish off the Chinese Goddess Mythology series with another of their famous 11.5 ounce monster coins. They cleverly take the subject matter from the previous 2 coins, Erlang Shen, the three-eyed god, and Sun Wukong, better known as the Monkey King in the West, and combine them into one coin. It has a manga vibe, plus reminds me of the Incredible Hulk TV series I watched in the 80s that used the split David Banner and Hulk face during the adverts. And finally, did you really think we could do an episode without a release from the Mint of Poland? I give you the 4th release in the God series, Apollo. Apollo is one of the 12 Olympian gods. Apollo has been recognized as a god of archery, music and dance, truth and prophecy, healing and disease, the sun and light, poetry and much more. He's the son of Zeus and Leto. In this coin, Apollo seems to be seducing a woman, with what I'm guessing is her irate husband in the background. Apollo had a reputation for being a ladies' man. We reached the end of this episode and we are out of time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the future.
Wednesday, October 21st, 2015.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.